Anyway, hi guys. This is Rosa from Rosa's Resources. I'm actually sitting here waiting for my Uber. Okay? You guys know I'm on the job. I'm in Long Island. Not gonna say the name of the company, but it's a dealership. Ooh. And I'm sitting in this car because I'm waiting for my Uber. I just dropped the customer car off. Thank God he was nice enough to let me sit in here. These videos are gonna be coming, guys. I mean, I'm telling you. Well, I hope Daryl is coming for me. I hope he finds his way. Anyway, let's talk. Guys, these topics are going to be coming. I started off talking about domestic violence, narcissistic abuse, and downloading my spirit is what I work from. God give me the testimony to talk about my personal life, things that's going on in society, and we also show events that I do cover. Okay? Um this particular video, I'm going to be talking about child abuse. I hate talking about this subject, but I think it's very, very necessary. I just wanted to maybe share some of my experience with you guys. I was molested since I was 12 till about maybe 14, something like that. Um, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't nice. It's because I was a child that didn't know how to speak up, was scared to death to tell my truth. And I feel like my family didn't welcome speaking. It's almost like a child should be spoken to, not the child shouldn't speak up. That was like back in the days. I'm a 60s baby, so it's a different era right now. And I'm just here to say, speaking from one abused child to maybe somebody that was abused themselves and still did not tell their story. I encourage you guys to share your story so you could help others, lift others up, because when we're going through things, guys, people need to know that they're not the only one. When you go to childhood abuse, you end up having other disturbing relationship, like your marriage, your relationship with your friend, work, different. It affects different part of your life. Let's go back to childhood. So some children, guys, they sit in the corner, and they make pretend they're playing with their game, they're playing with their dolls, they pretended to themselves, and they're acting out the abuse. I need you guys to look in the corner and pay attention to when you see a child playing in the corner, and listen to what they're saying, because it's true. It's not fairy tale. Okay, I used to do it. It's called cognitive dissidence, and adults do it as well. They go in la la land, delusional land, just to escape, Sorry, guys. Like when I talk about these stories, I don't want to say it triggers me, but, of course, you have flashbacks. I don't want to go into the whole sexual abuse thing. I just want to share a little bit of my story because I just seen one of my subscriber. I made a video and she commented and said that her daughter was at a church and she felt like she didn't want to do a particular thing, and she felt like because the adults was in the room, she was forced to do it. Let me just say this. If you have kids, guys, yes, the kids have to be respectful to adults. But I feel like adults should not force kids to do things that they do not want to do, because kids have feelings, and they have intuition as well. And please respect their boundaries as well. Respect their body, respect their thoughts. They are actually a thinking human being with a soul, okay? It also I see little young kids as well, little personality, 2, 5 years old. They have thoughts as well. They're actually souls, and they know what they want. You got to respect people. That's the thing. Like, adults want to be running these children live, and they need to understand. For instance, if a child have been going to a babysitter and the child is let's just say as young as 6 months, and every day that child is crying, it comes a point, I would say maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys. And I know when my kids was growing up, if I send them to the babysitter like 2 weeks tops, and every day they still crying and holding on to me and crying for their life, we're gonna change that babysitter. They're not going, because there come a time when it should be calm, and every day it should get easier and easier. It shouldn't be like, oh my God, they're traumatized. No, something is going on. Listen to your kids, guys. Listen to their cries. A lot of parents don't do it. They think the kid is just like, oh, just a kid crying, being annoying. No, listen to them. Listen to them. They got intuition. They know evil people. Their spirit is so pure. They know evil people. And I don't care if they're in the church. Even make it better. Okay? So, if your child is going to somebody, you ever see you give a little baby to a child, to a person, and that little baby, as little as they are, push the person away or cry hysterically? Listen, don't force your baby to go to nobody. Babies know they got pure hearts, pure soul. Believe them when they say what they're crying, and with them not eating from people and stuff like that. Don't force them. So getting back to my subscriber now, the young lady was uncomfortable doing a particular thing, and the adults in the room kind of like egged the kid on, and the kid just went ahead and played ahead. Everyone need to sit down and talk to their child. I would say do it as young as they start talking. Start talking to your kids, letting them know right from wrong, letting them know, listen, you got to respect adults, but you have a say in your life, because that's how a lot of kids get abused. They feel like this young lady was so uncomfortable, and she probably would have just, no, I'm not even going to say it. But anyway, you don't want the kids to conform. You want them to speak up, because predators look for stuff like that. They look for kids that scared to speak up, timid kids. They look for stuff like that. So, allow your kids, tell them. Like I told my son, I said, listen, I need you to talk to me about anything. Never be scared, any subject, anything. I don't care what it is. Make sure you tell them that you don't care what it is. Tell them to come and talk to you about the subject. Sex, whatever it is, friends, anything. Let them not be scared to come and tell you, pour out their soul to you. You the person they should be able to come to. And when they do come to you to talk, yes, you might be feeling upset in your spirit and everything. Let them know that you don't feel good about it. You'll look into it. Let them know that it's okay, you're upset, but it's okay. Let's work through it together. Please, guys, too much kids getting abused, and they feel like they have to be quiet. Let your kids say no to an adult. I don't want to eat that food. No, because that's another thing. People do witchcraft on people all the time. What if your kids don't want to eat because they know something is in that food? People poison people, all kind of evil stuff out here. Stop taking people's smile for like the truth. A smile could be wicked, guys. Wicked, evil, wicked smile. Okay? I'd rather a person to be like what they call like a harsh, like the grill is no smiling on their face, but their spirit, the heart is beautiful, because God look at the heart. Instead of taking the person with the beautiful smile, because the smiles are trickery, and they get you with the smile. Come here, the smile, and the smile is like a candy. You know what I mean? They get you to come in. They get you to come in with the candy, and then, pop, they get you. You understand what I'm saying? So, listen, I'm just telling you guys, from a person that's been abused and it affects you all your life, I'm telling you guys to speak to your kids. Please, please. It's very important. It's good to talk about now. Little kids, you teach them if they're going to the bathroom, nobody needs to be wiping them. They're big enough, especially when they're big enough to wipe themselves. You got to be careful. I don't care if it's a grandmother. No. And then, when you send your kids over to people's house and they get naked in front of your kids, making them feel uncomfortable. Mothers dressing in front of their teenage son getting naked. That's not good. Why would you be naked in front of your kid? Like, your kid is starting to get like erection and stuff like that. And, come on, don't do that. Mothers, don't do that. Don't do that. A lot of us grew up that way thinking it's okay. It's not okay. Respect the kids just like how you want them to respect you. You want your son to come out there with his penis flopping all over the place, so don't do it to them. When they're in the bathroom, teenagers, they in their bathroom or whatever, why you gotta open the door and go in there while they're taking a pee or whatever? You don't gotta do that. Let them have their private time. If they want to share something with you, they're gonna share something with you. Okay? You guys got to be careful. Um, yeah, so that's what I want to say, guys. Talk to your kids and let them know that it's okay to say no to an adult. Adults are not always right, but just to have the tone of the children's voice and their mannerism is very important. No one has the right to touch their private area, breasts, none of that. And this little thing when man go like that in the middle of females palm, nah. Talk to your kid about that, please, because it used to happen to me a lot in childhood. I didn't understand what it mean. I know it didn't feel good, but the men was just getting their chills off, and if I wanted to have sex with them, they would have, like have sex with you. Stop letting your boys or your girls take money from men, because men right now, I see them all the time when I'm walking. I see men being attracted to little young men. I see them looking at them like a piece of meat, and that's how they draw your kid in. Watch out for them giving your child, I'll call it trinkets, like money, candy, now reefer, because all the kids out here are smoking marijuana. Not all of them, but the majority of them is a thing now. Everybody, everywhere you go, they smoking marijuana. Watch out for them spiking the marijuana. Be careful, guys. Don't, and if your kid have a headache, that's another thing. Don't take no pills from nobody. They don't need to take no pills from nobody, and let them go to the store and buy their own pill in the package. Be careful, because somebody could be giving your kid pill to get them high. Let's just talk. The tricks that people trick kids with, and the edible candies that the kids probably think, because it happened to me. I thought it was nice chocolate, and it was edible. I didn't even know what edibles were until now. So it looks like chocolate. And imagine if I was thinking if it was chocolate, if the girl didn't explain to me that it was edible, and I would have thought it was chocolate, and I would eat the whole, it was about 20 in there, I would have been high like a kite and out of my mind. So please talk to your kids about not taking any candy from anyone. They shouldn't be eating, these days and this time, the way the world is set up, they shouldn't be eating candy from nobody. No candy. Your kids don't eat candy. They eat fruit and vegetables. They don't eat no candy. Halloween, be careful. Sending your kids to Halloween, all those candies. Y'all better be careful. This is a different world. Be careful of those vans that look like, what would you, just be careful of those vans that has two windows in the front and nothing else. The ones they traffic kids with? Be people, period. Be careful. Tell your kids to be alert when they're out here. They need to be alert. They need to pay attention. Especially if they walk in to school by themselves. Let them get a buddy system. Let them have people that they walk with. Let them walk, well, not with a group, but with, a couple people, at least a friend, Be very careful, guys. Oh, my customer, he's still like, I guess my customer's, oh, he's fine. His backyard is so amazing. His backyard has talking about trinkets. That's another thing. Like, when I come out here and the customer say, oh, come in, I got to feel their spirit first, because, oh, come in could be like, come into the dungeon, honey. Gotta be careful out here. And even for adults, we gotta all be careful. There's a lot of traps in this world, honey. A lot of traps. A lot of traps, just watch out for the smiles, the dagger, the trinkets, the candy, the gifts. People like to give your kids gifts. If they know your kid like phones, iPhones, they probably say, oh, I got a nice iPhone for you. Ooh, I got the sneakers for you. You know what I mean? And the kid probably don't even tell you about it because they want to hide. Make sure your kids don't keep secrets from you. Make sure they know it's okay. You don't have to keep secret from me. You say it verbally. Do not keep secret. I don't care what it is in the world. Nothing you're going to tell me is going to make me upset. Because one of the things that I hate, guys, is people that lie. Because how could I vouch for you if you lied to me? If you lied to me one time, I'm not going to trust you. Because I cannot stand a liar. I cannot stand a liar. Don't lie to me. Just tell me. And let me deal with what I got to deal with. If I could deal with it, I would deal with it. Don't let your kids lie to you. They don't have to lie to you. Just train them up from they small. Train up the kids from them small. And when they get older, y'all be A-okay. All right, have a relationship, build a relationship with the kid. I have a friend, and then she said that she cannot talk about sex to her kid is like 20 years old now. Why? Because she never, ever, ever built a relationship with her kid like that. Cannot wait until the kids get older to have a relationship with them. You can't. You got to start it from fresh, from young, from them a baby. Kiss them up and, let them know. I was watching, oh man, one video yesterday, man. Because now they call it family crime. You know what I mean? It's like a whole nother level of domestic violence. Like it's happening so often. The lady was going upstairs and the dad was putting the kids to sleep. She kissed the kid, man. She kissed the two kids, and then apparently she went outside to do something. When she ran outside, the neighbor was calling the cops, was on the phone with the cops, and she heard a peer gunshot. The child's father killed the little girl. The little boy now is fighting for his life. I do hope the little boy survive, but for the sick, crazy, sadistic people out here, if you need mental health, you need to go get mental health, because let me show you the after effect from the child. Just like me, like I was a child that had some trauma in my life, right? Sexual abuse, and it still affects you till now. So right now is when I'm getting worked on, because the flood of memories come now when you get older, because even though you try to put it in the back of your mind, it comes flooding. Just like when my father died, I was at the funeral, forgot all about it. And then when my father died, the flood of memory, my father didn't molest me. I'm just saying that's when it clicked. And all the memory coming about child molestation. A family member's husband child molested me. And almost all the kids in the family, and a lot of them had problems. 2 of them are in jail. Severe trauma. In jail. One of them is in jail for life right now. One of my family member, because of the childhood issue. And people could say, oh, why are you going to blame the childhood issue? Yes, because if you don't heal your trauma, it comes up and affects you. His whole life was like that. He didn't heal, so he took another way. Some people take the good way, some people take the bad way. So getting back to this little young man now that's fighting for his life, I pray that he comes over it. But I'm saying that to say that they gave him trauma, right? Excuse me, guys, the Uber. Yes, hello? 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 Hello?
This is Sharon.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you got to come to the right. I'm in 103. Come down the hill to the right, I think. You're going to see 3 signs. It's giving you 3 different numbers. You got to come towards the 103.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just like I was saying yesterday, these Uber drivers don't use... I drive for a living too, so when I see the 3 sign with the arrow pointing to 103, I had to come down here. He's doing the same. Anyway, I'm going to get off of this, but the little young man, right before he comes, the little young man is fighting for his life. His sister died at 5 years old. I think he's about 8. His sister... he is fighting for his life. I hope God save his life. But what's going to happen to the trauma that he's going to endure? He's going to have something remorse. What do you call it? Survivor remorse. He's going to wonder why he didn't die instead of his sister. He's going to deal with severe trauma, severe pain of losing his father, because his father right now is in jail. He did confess to the crime. He said it was an accident. He did not give the mother any closure. The mother just kissed her kids in front of him goodbye, and he killed the kids. I don't know what happened, but I'm just saying, guys, like, it's a lot of trauma, and we got to get help. If there's any abuse, you got to get help for it. So let me go. Oh, let me go. Coming from my Uber driver. I'm right here. We got to use common sense, guys. Thank you. Let me just make sure I don't leave anything in this car. Thank you very much. If he don't have no music, then
afternoon, Miss Sharon.
I love it. They
How are
always
you?
good. They always send me a good driver. Good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, you smell good. I'm so glad. I'm doing I'm doing a live video, right? Could you turn the music down so I could talk to my people?
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, you smell. I know what you got on. You got on gray flannel. I think that's it.
No, actually, that's my car freshener. But thank you anyway. I appreciate that.
Ooh.
147 West 11th Street.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
He just gave out my information, but it's okay. It's okay. Listen, I had two nice Uber drivers today, so it's a-okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't get
That's the
your
way
name.
it should be.
Okay, so that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you gotta be nice to people. You should be nice to people.
See?
Yeah.
Good. I'm so glad I get them so we could have this conversation.
Yeah.
So you seen how that sign was like split up three?
Yeah.
It was a little confusing for me too. I was gonna go in, but then I said, oh, it's pointing a little. They actually need arrow.
Yeah. Okay. What is going on here?
Just press that blue thing,
Yeah.
that purple thing. Yeah, I already know. I used to drive for Lyft too.
Okay. I'm like, what
I didn't
is
like it.
going
I didn't
on?
like it.
You didn't like it?
Nah, what a nice area, right?
Oh, it's beautiful over here.
Let me share you guys, my people. I'm doing a YouTube video, and what I do YouTube, and what I'm talking about, right, is trauma of childhood trauma, and how if we don't get our childhood trauma healed, it affects us in our older life.
I see.
You know, yeah, I had to find that out myself.
Yes.
So
Yes, I can see that.
yeah, definitely. No, a lot of people don't know because
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
This is a nice area. A lot of people like it comes into our marriages.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, it comes to our relationship.
I agree.
If we have mother and daddy issues that weren't healed, a lot of
Right.
men. Oh, a lot of men are upset with their mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have mommy issues.
Yeah. Oh,
You know.
yeah. A lot of that kind of molds the kind of character that you're gonna be.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. If you're
Because-
gonna be a good wife, if you're gonna be a
Right.
good husband, yeah.
That's right. I agree.
You was gonna say something and I cut you off. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I hope that answered your question. But for the little young man that his sister died, he's gonna miss his sister because she died. She was 5 years old. What it was,
Oh,
the
God.
father and the mother went to put the kids to sleep. And the lady, she gave the kids the last good nights. She said, I love you guys. They were laughing, everything.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what happened, but she had to go out of the house. When she got outside, she heard she heard the gunshots. And that was the father shooting them to death, right?
What?
Yes. And guess what color they were?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not fun. I'm not
my
laughing. No, it's not. I'm
God.
just like
Yeah.
nervous laughter. It's not funny.
That's
It was horrible. So, the little girl died. She's 5. The little boy is 8 years old. He's fighting for his life, but I hope to God that he's safe.
Pulled through, yeah.
But when he pulled through, he's gonna have the
Yeah, he's
psychological problem.
Yes.
He's gonna wish that he was deceased.
You're right.
He's gonna wonder why did God let him.
And
Because he's a
took his
protector.
sister.
See,
Right.
he's a protector, right? So the
Yeah.
first thing he's gonna think is why his sister. He's gonna
Right.
miss his sister. He's gonna have nightmares.
That's right.
He probably gonna even be mad at the mom.
Well, it's going to take a whole lot of work for him to overcome that.
Oh man, yeah.
You know, if he ever overcomes it.
There you go. And then guess what now? The neighbor heard the gunshots, right? So he was on the phone with the police, and then the mother, she was going crazy. And then the father, he comes outside with the kid in the hand, the little boy. He's like, oh, I shot him by mistake. It was a lie. He was setting up his alibi.
Oh.
Allegedly. He was setting up his alibi. But anyway, he went to jail. But after the police came, he shut down. He didn't want to say anymore. He didn't want to give the mother no closure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Her heart is on that trauma bond. Like her heart is messed up right now. You know what I'm saying? The kid is messed up, and that lady. This is the thing about trauma, guys.
Mm-hmm.
The mom, she lost the daughter, so she's mourning her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She might be suicidal.
Oh my God.
Okay, because now she can't even have time to be suicidal because she
Right.
got to put her pain aside
Right.
to pull her little son through.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
And not only that, pulling herself together.
Yeah, because she can't help that little boy. She can't help herself, right?
Right.
So she has to get the strength from within, what God will give her the strength,
Yes.
and then hopefully the little boy and the mom, the strength comes by her healing him, healing
Right.
her son.
Right.
And at one point she's gonna break down when he starts, when the little boy starts coming together. You
Right,
understand what I'm saying?
right.
And then she don't get time to heal.
Right.
She don't get time to grieve the little girl.
Yeah, right.
She don't get time to grieve the little girl. She don't get time to
Right.
like the little boy, she got to be nursing him back to health.
Right.
And guess what? She got to be mourning the loss of her husband.
Oh.
It's a lot on her plate.
Yeah, that's a lot on her plate. And then, what are her feelings now towards her husband, knowing that he did this?
Man, listen, I ain't gonna say the love goes out the door, because at the end of the day, that was your husband. But
right.
Remember, the little boy is, I don't know if people love differently, but
right.
Even though he did that to the kid, right? I don't know, because you got to be in the person's shoes to say.
Right,
you understand?
Right, that's true.
I'm telling you, you can say whatever you want to say until you are in the person's shoes.
That is so true.
Because I'm sure, even though it's like she love her husband, she hate him at the same time.
Right.
She wants answers.
Right.
You know what I mean? They just put the baby to bed. They just put him to bed.
Oh,
you know?
my God.
Why did he do that? What kind of argument did they have for him to want to? Because he actually just want to hurt the wife. But why? Did you want to hurt her so badly?
Yeah. What did she do?
What did she do that you want to hurt her so bad? And we're not going to victim blame. Yeah, we're not going to victim blame. But I don't know what transpired, because what I'm telling the people, right, is that this is actually a video about like abuse, but it could be any type of abuse, right?
Yes.
Because a lot of children don't know how to speak up, so they keep things in, and adults do a lot of things to them. You got a lot of men that are predators, both with boys and girls. You know, it's come like such a norm now.
And to tell you the truth, you got some women who also out there that's
Don't let me ask you about your first experience, because that's a lot. I'm Jamaican. I hear a lot of Jamaican men say, "Oh well, the babysitter did it to me like 9 years old, but I'm a man." You know what I mean? Like, men look at it different.
Right. Well, it's true, because it happened to me.
Come on, tell me. Come on, give it to me.
It happened to me. My mom's next door neighbor.
Come on, give it to me. How old were you?
I would say 12, 13.
Oh man, that's the age right there.
She was about 27.
What?
And she had 2 kids. I believe her kids were probably around 6, 7 years old at the time. I was 12, and she used to always ask me to run errands for her.
Okay.
Go to the store and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And she always used to come to the door in her nightgown and her negligee or whatever. And one thing led to another.
How did you used to feel when you see her come to the door with your, naked like that?
In the beginning, I was like, I don't know if I was feeling embarrassment for her.
Yeah.
And being that I was a child, I was like 12, 13, and I totally looked at her as an adult, and I really didn't think nothing of it at the time. I just thought, she just got out of bed or something. I wasn't thinking,
Because you was a child,
She approached me and asked me if I ever did this with a girl and stuff like that. And I told her no, and she was like, she showed me how to do it, and she said, "Don't tell anyone," and stuff like this. I never told anyone until I got to my 20s.
Okay.
And I told my brother. And he was like, what? I said, yeah. Her name was Ruby. The woman's name was Ruby.
Yes.
And
call her
not
name.
only that, she was a lesbian. She was gay.
Wow.
Yeah, because, well, I at the time I didn't know what lesbian gay was, but I knew she had a partner that lived in the house. And then as I got older, I put 2 and 2 together. I said, oh, that was her partner and she was a gay woman because I remember I remember how she used to dress in men's clothes all the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how I kind of found out that she was, I kind of figured out that she was a lesbian.
Did this happen for a long time?
I'm gonna
I hope I'm
say
not triggering you.
no. I'm way over it. I'm way past it.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna say it continued on until I was probably 15, 16.
Wow. Okay. Same
Yeah,
for me. Yeah.
yeah. But that, you know, I wasn't. I can't say that I was fearful or I was scared or anything like that. I was a little bit surprised
Why is that?
because she was an adult and
Okay.
I was a
Okay.
child.
Did she ever try to include any of your friends?
No, just me.
Okay.
Just me.
Why would you think she picked you? Were you like a quiet child? Or,
Yeah, I wasn't very boisterous person. I was more or less a quiet child,
Told
But
you
I,
guys.
I had I had three brothers at home with me.
Do you think she did it to any of your?
No,
Wow.
no,
See.
because I asked my brothers, and when I told my
Wow.
brother that was older, and he was like, "Yeah, what? Yeah," and he was
He
questioning me.
was
I said,
upset.
"Yeah."
Yeah. Wow.
He, I don't know. I guess, I guess my brother felt the same way I did. He was like kind of surprised and shocked
Wow.
by it, but I didn't
Well,
feel.
okay. You know I'm interviewing you right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So, when you told your brother, was it like a manly thing, like a high five thing, or was he accepting of your healing?
Um, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was a high five thing, but I guess he was inquisitive. He wanted to know what
Okay.
happened
Okay.
more so than I mean, there was no sense of him feeling sorry for me or felt
Yeah.
like I was taken advantage of or anything like that. Because to be honest with you, I didn't feel like I was being taken advantage of.
Yeah. A lot of
I
guys feel
didn't
like
feel
that.
that. I didn't feel that. Me personally, I didn't feel that. Um, and then once I guess came a little bit older, 15, 16, being a young man at age, that was like a big thing to have sex.
Mhm.
For boys that age, that was like a man thing. Yeah, you had sex, and
Okay.
So I guess during that time, I didn't feel hurt or taken advantage of or anything like that. But as I got older and became an adult, and I was talking to other people, and my
Wow.
brothers, they said we all came to realize that that was wrong. She shouldn't
Right.
have done that.
Exactly. Now, did you ever approach? Okay. First, did she ever try to include her lesbian partner?
No,
Okay, and then was it a point in your life between the age of 12 to 20 where you told your mom? Did you disclose this ever?
I didn't tell my mom. What happened was, I think what happened, because I have an older brother and an older sister. The
Right.
brother I'm talking about is a year younger than me.
Okay.
My sister is 8 years older than me, and my brother is 9 years older than me. So when I was like in my early to mid 20s,
Yeah.
I told my oldest brother. My oldest brother told my sister,
Wow.
and then my sister told my mom.
Okay.
And my sister was more or less, she took it the way, I guess someone's supposed to take it.
Exactly. Right.
She took it like, oh, the woman took advantage of me and molested me.
Okay.
And wanted her to pay for it, like go to jail or something like that.
Okay.
But I didn't feel that way.
Okay.
I guess I felt a little bit embarrassed that she found out about it.
Oh, you don't have to be embarrassed.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I just felt bad because I didn't want my sister to think
I
that
understand.
I was violated when actually more than Well, after I knew what was going on, or I got a sense of what was going on, I went along with it. I
Okay.
didn't.
Yes, but I have to correct you on that because you were at the time.
Yeah.
See what happened is the predator groomed you.
Yeah.
So you now, it's kind of like relating with her, and you thinking
Yeah.
it's normal, your normal duty,
Right.
and she actually did take advantage.
She did,
So your
yeah.
sister was right.
Yeah.
Whether you're a boy or a girl, it's wrong.
Right.
You know, but
Right.
I'm glad you shared the story with me because I'm doing the video
Oh,
about
okay.
child abuse because I was sharing my story.
Uh-huh.
And I was just telling people. So when I started talking to you, and you wanted to share, that was awesome
Yeah.
for them to get it from a male point of view.
Right.
And I'm almost to my
Yeah.
destination. It's
Yeah.
like I always do this when I'm in an Uber.
Oh,
Like
okay.
lessons.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. So this
Yeah,
is
but
amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to
I
ask
mean,
one more question, right?
sure.
Because I know how much minutes we got left? 4.
yeah.
Okay. Look. Now. I know guys talk like collectively, right?
Uh-huh.
They share maybe their little virgin stories.
Right.
Because I have a lot of male friends. So, was it a point that you ever hear any other men going through stuff like this? And how did they take it?
I can't recall of anyone going through the same situation that I did. I don't recall that ever happening to anyone.
I just want you to know that you're not the only man that happened
Yeah,
to.
I know that too, and
Yeah.
but like I said, I mean, I didn't feel violated.
You didn't
at
feel
all.
violated.
No,
But now I want to
didn't.
ask you a question, which is awesome. Are you a parent?
Yes, I am.
Boy or girl?
I got 2 boys and a girl.
Now
My
let me
girl
ask
is in
you.
the middle. I got 4 granddaughters.
Good. So if
And
this
a
was to
grandson
happen
on the
to
way.
any of your sons, forget about the daughter, because we know you would go crazy.
Oh yeah.
If this situation was to happen to any of your sons, and they came to you and tell you, how would you think? From
Well,
you
immediately I would think of myself and what I went through.
Okay.
That same situation, and try to, and me as an adult now,
Right.
I fully understand that is wrong.
Right.
I fully understand that, even though I experienced it as a child, and I didn't take it that way, me personally, but I fully understand that is wrong,
Right.
and I would definitely do something about it.
Okay, good. Please
Yeah.
do. But I want to ask you about this lady again, going back, because this is so interesting to me. Did she use any gifts to lure you in?
No.
Did she used to buy you sneakers, buy you clothes,
No.
stuff like that? Was she still? How did you feel when you saw this lady around your parent? Like when she came around your mom to gathering and stuff. How did you feel? Were you acting normal? Was it ever a time when you made a mistake and maybe grab
I
her
was supposed to go
breast?
that way. Oh,
That's okay.
shit.
That's fine.
Let me
That's
turn
fine.
around.
Don't worry. Look, the longer the better. It's okay. Go.
Okay.
It's really wrong.
I felt. I don't.
Did you ever slap her ass in front of your mom? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
No, because my mom raised us to respect all adults. So
See?
I grew up in the era where if another adult saw me doing something, they would slap me and bring me to my mom or my dad.
Yep.
So I always looked at an adult and showed them respect.
I was
And
just
looked at-
talking
yeah.
about that. So knowing now what you know, and would you teach your kids to be quiet, or would you teach them to speak
No,
up?
this era now, this time of day now, that they have heard the stories of that possibly happening, and they fully understand, because I guess they also taught it in school and that sort of thing, and amongst their friends and other family members, and maybe even my wife, their mother,
Right.
may have even said something to the fact that if anyone ever, especially my daughter, she knows. Especially my daughter, she was fully aware of what, because she's a girl. So I guess I'm sure my wife had that talk with her. I didn't necessarily have to have that talk with her, but I'm sure my wife did.
Okay, that's
By
beautiful.
talking with her, I know she's fully aware about men.
Yeah, definitely. I
Yeah.
think that's amazing. But
Yeah.
to also let you know, this is a generational curse as well.
Mhm.
I'm sure your grandfather, your father, somebody, some other man. You understand? It's a
Right.
generational curse. So,
Mhm.
like I said, like I'm studying these things, so I
Mhm.
learn now. It's not just like boom, it just happened.
Right.
It's a generational curse. So
Right.
somebody had to break it. You know. So
Right.
let's just keep talking to these kids so they'll
Yeah.
be fully aware.
Exactly.
You know that they could come and talk to us about
Mhm.
any issues, and we won't shut them
Because
down.
I know, and I've heard, through other experiences, that kids at a certain age, they get curious.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
They do.
Especially boys with girls.
Right.
And some of them, even though they may not know what they're doing, have tried to have sex with another girl, a kid
They
of theirs,
experiment for sure.
or
Yep.
a family member, a cousin,
I'm telling you, boy.
or something.
Yeah. It's deep. It's
Yeah.
deep, you know, and we just got to keep talking to these kids
Yeah.
and stop acting like
Yeah.
they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like just stop
Yeah.
acting like we don't want to express ourselves to
Right.
them, because I think that's our job as parents.
Right.
So-
Right. And like with my daughter, like even now with my daughter, she's like, she's single.
You know? Okay.
All right. And she's getting ready to move to Atlanta, Georgia, by the way.
Mhm.
And even when she was a teenager and stuff like that growing up, where she was at dating age, she would never, ever let me know if she had a boyfriend. Because she was afraid to tell me that she had a boyfriend.
Yeah, 'cause
Not that I threatened her or anything like that. She just never wanted to tell me that she would talk to her mother first before she told me.
Two
She
parents
never
household.
she never grew up to me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I could tell daddy that I got a boyfriend. No, even today, she would say, oh, dad, this is my friend. She won't say, oh, I'm
wow.
dating him, or that's my boyfriend. She would never say that. She
So
will
you-
always introduce him as
I love
her
this
friend.
van right here, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 20 years. Expensive. Anyway, I'm going in here to Ford.
Right here, Ford.
Yes, I thank you for this interview very much.
Right. Oh, you're welcome.
I'm going to give you my YouTube information so you could go see the video.
Okay, you got it written down or something?
I'm going to write it down for you. So
Okay.
anyway, guys, I'm going to go. So make sure you like, share, and make sure you comment about this Uber driver experience, okay? And let me know, men, if you guys experience this yourself. Make sure you comment. Make sure you give me a subscription. Let's get it up, guys. Thank you.